Well, no more of these. These were pretty handy, served me very well. These were RHAs in ears, but I have something new. I got Beyerdynamic DT990 Pro 250 ohms. So let's do a sweet unboxing of it and I'll show you my first impressions. And probably a week after, I'll give a full-blown review on this. So let's go. All right, peeps. So let's look at what we've got here and let's just unwrap this quickly. Alright, that took some time, but yeah, finally got there. So the packaging is pretty decent. The box itself is fine. We have the Beyerdynamic logo. Let's just open this now. So let's just keep the headphones aside for now. Let us look at what all else we've got. So let me just keep the packaging aside. So we have a manual of sorts. I hope so. Some pamphlet. I don't think this is a manual. This is just a marketing pamphlet. But nonetheless, everything is looking pretty chic. Alright, so the next step, which is very important, is that we've got ourselves a bag. And this solves a lot of purpose. I don't know why the hell this is there, but it looks pretty weird. I'm just gonna, I think, remove this, but I think we have a decent enough material. I don't know if it's waterproof or not, but I'll check that out. But it's decent enough to kind of carry your headphones in your backpack, but I'll remove this. I don't like this. Next we have some documentations, and now let's go into the headphones itself. So it's not bubble wrapped, that's a disappointment, but it comes with a cardboard clamp, I guess. We have the Beyerdynamic DT990 Pro 250 ohms. The build quality is pretty decent. It's hard plastic. The headband is ragzine. It's fake leather. It's not real leather, so it's good because the real leather tends to erode a lot and there are cracks that forms. There is nice padding, cushioning over here, so it's gonna be comfortable while wearing this. The next best thing that I love about these are the earmuffs, because these are some velvet cloth material and these are pretty soft. The clamp size, I haven't tested it out, but my earlier HP60s, the clamp pressure used to be very high, and I wear my specs during longer period of mixing and mastering, and that used to hurt my temple area. So I think this will solve that issue. These are again open backs, 250 ohms. The next thing that I love is the coiled wires, because it helps in the studio environment. It doesn't get tangled, and the durability also is pretty long lasting, so that's a plus point. Again, you have the 3.5 to quarter inch adapter, which is a screw on, and I'm not going to be using this directly on any of the instruments. I'm going to be plugging this directly to my audio interface, because that's the purpose of using these headphones, and I hope these will perform really well. And if I'm being honest, the packaging was okayish. I expected a lot more considering the price and the quality of this headphones. I expected some kind of bubble wrap, not directly placed in the box like it did. And for those guys who are wondering where I bought it from Headphones Zone. I'll leave the link in the description box below. The price of this was around 14k INR, and I'll exactly mention the price in the description box as well or on the screen. I haven't heard anything yet on these, and I'll be doing an honest review post a 1 week performance, and I'll be discussing whether these work for me or not. I'm really hoping they do because I don't have any other choice, and I hope they're going to be performing very well because these are industry standards, and these are nice pair of headphones. So let's hope these work well, and I'll see you in 1 week's time. Alright peeps, so here we are back after 1 week of my usage of the DT990 Pros by Beyerdynamic, and here's my honest review and feedback. The low end is pretty dull in the sense that if you're looking for something which is very bass heavy, these headphones are not for you. The mid-range is very crisp and clear and has a very flat frequency response, meaning if you are working with a vocal intensive or guitar intensive tracks, you would hear them very crisp and clear in your mix. The highs, no doubt, are pretty harsh. And what I mean by that is that there is a certain peak after the 2000 to 3000 kilohertz frequency range. And if you're working with a track which has a lot of percussive elements, which has a lot of frequency response lying in that range, you would hear them very crisp and clear in your mix, to a certain extent that they might also sound harsh. So when I mixed a song in these and I switched over to my studio monitors, I felt that the highs were really dull because my perception of the ears in the mixing of these headphones were really high. So I kind of brought down all of the highs. And then when I switched over to the monitors, it felt really muddy. But the plus point is that I didn't have to tweak a lot on my studio monitors. So if you're doing a long session of mixing and even mastering, you would get 80% of the results through these. And what I absolutely love about these is that the open back kind of creates a very soothing and amazing spatial soundscape around your ears. So an update, I kind of fixed my old HV60s as well. So the issue was that the 3.5mm jack had a loose connection, so I bought a new 3.5mm jack. I soldered the wires, and then now it's working fine. And the best part is that now I can do an A/B comparison. And what I felt that these were very bass heavy. These are colored headphones. These are close back, so it's good for recording vocals. But these are not, because I mean, these are open backs. And I felt that while mixing and mastering, I had to do 75% of the work on my studio monitors. So you can get a decent enough mix on these, but because these are very colored, I never used to hear a lot of elements in the mix which I could hear from these. So that's a plus point. And something to kind of appreciate about the Beyerdynamic, which was lacking in these, is that you can hear crisp and clear instruments. Each and every minutest of the details you can hear in these. So I could hear a lot of bass, and whenever I used to mix and master in these, I used to feel that the whole mix is kind of very bass heavy, which is not in this case. So you have a very balanced mix. So pros, I would say, in my opinion, great quality, great build quality. The coils are amazing. These don't get tangled. The earmuffs are amazing. Let me just keep this aside. The earmuffs are amazing. It doesn't kind of hurt my temple area because I wear my specs. So I used it for like 8 hours straight and I didn't feel any pressure over here. So these are amazing. They have amazing open back, so you have an amazing soundscape. In these, you have good stereo sound that is coming out. Overall mixing and mastering is amazing in these. So like I said, I only have to do like the remaining 20% on my studio monitors, and then I'm good to go. Additionally, I am using my Scarlett 2i2, so not a problem using the 250 ohms. You just have to turn the volume knob a little up, but not a problem. It is getting enough power to kind of use it. So if you guys are using some audio interfaces which are class compliant, these will work pretty fine. But I would suggest that you stick to brand names like Focusrite, Audient, and PreSonus. But running a 250 ohms headphones through a Scarlett 2i2 was not an issue. Just turn up the volume and you're good to go. The only downside that I felt was that the highs are really high and crisp, and sometimes it gets a little harsh during long mixing session. But that's just the quality of the Beyerdynamic DT990 Pros. But I guess we just have to kind of get used to the new soundscape. And now I'm kind of getting my way around on how to adjust my highs on mix through these. But all in all, a great pair of headphones. I'm pretty happy, pretty stoked about this. and looking forward to great, amazing sounding mixes and masters. So I hope you liked the video and you got some insights on whether you should go ahead and buy these if you are looking out for a new pair of headphones. And let me know in the comments what are your thoughts on these. If you get one, or if you are an owner and you have some other thoughts that you want to discuss, please let me know in the comments down below. It's always good to hear your thoughts. As always, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. And if you like what I do here, want to see much more videos like this, support the channel by subscribing and hit that bell so that you can stay updated. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Till then, cheers.